The 11 body language signals that a woman might be sending when she likes you. Today, we're showing you 11 scientifically proven body language signals that, when you see them, almost always mean that a girl is interested in you, or starting to get interested. And because we don't want you chasing after a girl who's not interested, we're also going to reveal the clearest body language signal that a girl feels absolutely nothing for you. So, here are 11 real body language signals that a girl likes you, plus the one signal that she doesn't want anything to do with you. Signal number 11. The mirroring or reflection. Imagine you're sitting across from her in a cafe. Casually raise your hand to brush your hair back, and she unconsciously follows your lead, adjusting her hair too. One of the most powerful nonverbal signals indicating a woman's interest is mirroring. What makes mirroring so compelling is that 99% of the time, it's a completely involuntary sign of genuine interest that she simply can't control. Subconsciously, people mirror each other as a way to express familiarity and build trust. When you notice her subtly copying your body language or movements, it's an early sign that she feels comfortable with you and wants to foster a sense of connection. This mirroring phenomenon is deeply rooted in psychology. From a psychological perspective, this behavior is linked to the fundamental human desire for reciprocity. By mirroring, she indicates her willingness to reciprocate the connection and establish a good rapport. This not only demonstrates interest but also reflects a subconscious effort to create a shared experience, fostering a stronger bond between you and her. In conclusion, when decoding the subtle language of mirroring, remember that it goes beyond mere imitation. It's a psychological dance that speaks volumes about comfort, trust, empathy, and the desire for a genuine connection. Signal number 10. Playing with hair. Another nonverbal signal that reveals a woman's interest is playing with her hair. It becomes a manifestation of nervous energy combined with the desire to appear more attractive. Psychologically, it's linked to the idea of self-care as a response to increased self-awareness in the presence of someone intriguing. Twirling hair is deeply intertwined with the psychology of attraction and flirting. It's a self-soothing behavior that often occurs unconsciously when emotions are stirred. Imagine a scenario where you share a moment of laughter or a meaningful conversation. If she starts twirling a strand of her hair, it's not just a playful gesture. It's a subconscious attempt to draw attention to herself, accentuating her femininity. From a psychological perspective, playing with hair can be a form of grooming, an instinctive behavior aimed at enhancing physical appearance. When a woman is attracted to someone, she may become more conscious of her appearance, and hair becomes an accessible and instinctive focal point for this kind of subconscious attention. Moreover, this behavior can be an indicator of shyness and flirting. Picture giving her a compliment, and in response, she starts running her fingers through her hair. It's a non-verbal acknowledgement of your words and an attempt to amplify attractiveness, subtly inviting you to notice and appreciate her. Signal number 9. Clear and deliberate eye contact. Another compelling non-verbal signal that speaks volumes about a woman's interest is clear and deliberate eye contact. When her gaze meets yours with intentionality and clarity, it transcends the realm of casual glances and becomes a silent yet powerful form of communication. Intentional eye contact is deeply rooted in the psychology of human connection. It's a non-verbal language that conveys confidence, attention, and a genuine desire to establish a connection. When a woman maintains deliberate eye contact, it's a sign of commitment and focus. Psychologically, it indicates that she is present in the moment and actively engaged in the interaction. Imagine a situation where she's involved in a group conversation, and amid the chatter, her eyes consistently find yours. It's not a fleeting glance but a deliberate act of seeking connection in a crowded space. This intentional eye contact communicates that, in that moment, you are the focal point of her attention. Signal number 8. Interception stance. It's when she adopts an interception stance. This body gesture goes beyond merely sharing the same space. It's a physical expression suggesting an active willingness to connect with you. When a woman might want to talk but also wants you to initiate the conversation, there's typically one blatantly obvious thing she'll do to make it easy for you. She'll position herself in your line of sight. On its own, it may not seem like much, but indeed, if a girl is genuinely trying to flirt, it's usually the first move she'll make. So, stay alert. Signal number 7. Entering your personal space. An undeniable signal of interest from a woman is when she deliberately enters your personal space. This non-verbal gesture speaks volumes, as it goes beyond mere physical proximity. It's an indication that she's actively seeking a connection with you. The concept of personal space is universal. It's the invisible bubble we all carry, defining our comfort zone in social interactions. When someone willingly steps into this space, it signifies a level of comfort and interest that transcends simple friendship. Imagine you're at a party, in a spacious room, and she starts heading towards you from across the room. The key detail is where she stops. If she's within 4 feet of you, she has officially entered your personal space. This suggests she's not randomly navigating the room. She's intentionally getting closer to you, likely with the desire to engage in a conversation. Now, consider the 2-foot distance. At this point, she's encroaching into what's known as the intimate zone. This is a crucial territory denoting a higher level of closeness. If she's within this range, it's a strong indicator that you've successfully captured her interest. In this zone, conversations become more personal, and the dynamic shifts towards a more intimate connection. The invasion of personal space is a powerful form of nonverbal communication. Signal number 6, nostril widening. The next signal, though curious, is a phenomenon that may seem odd: nostril widening. While this gesture may not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about flirtatious signals, its significance lies in revealing a sense of comfort and inhibition. When we think of flirtatious signals, we usually visualize more conventional gestures, but widened nostrils are a phenomenon worth exploring. Unlike some body language signals, this gesture is not often intentional. It's more of a natural response. If you observe a woman's nostrils widening uncontrollably, it's a clear sign that she feels comfortable and at ease in your presence. This phenomenon reveals that she has let her guard down, and, in a way, her body expresses a sense of openness to you. Curious, isn't it? Well, let's continue. Signal number 5, drawing attention to her lips. Another signal is when a woman makes you pay attention to her lips. After talking to you for a while, if she intensifies her flirtatious tactics by highlighting her lips, either by gently caressing them with her fingers or applying a new coat of lipstick, it's a clear sign that she wants you to notice them. The emphasis on the lips is a flirtatious tactic that goes beyond mere nonverbal expression. If a woman chooses to highlight her lips, whether by touching them softly or enhancing them with lipstick, she's sending a very specific nonverbal message. The lips, being a suggestive area of the body, can be a powerful tool to attract attention and express interest. If you notice that, after an extended conversation, she directs your attention to her lips, she's likely seeking a more intimate connection. This gesture suggests a desire for you to notice her facial expression, which can have flirtatious connotations and imply romantic or even physical interest. Signal number 4, direction of feet. The signal number 4 might sound a bit strange, and it is when a woman directs her feet towards you. Even if they're standing close, laughing, and it seems like she's fully engaged, the secret might lie in the direction of her feet, as they can reveal her true desires. Often, attention and facial body language can be deceptive, but feet tend to reveal more about our unconscious intentions and desires. If a woman is standing near you, seemingly committed to the conversation, but her feet point in another direction, it could be a sign that her mind is elsewhere. If her feet are directly facing you, she's likely genuinely interested and engaged in the moment. On the other hand, if her feet point in a different direction, even though she's participating in the conversation, it could indicate that her mental attention isn't entirely focused on the present with you. Let's move on to signal number 3. If, up to this point, this video is valuable for you, help me out by liking and subscribing. Signal number 3, dilated pupils and sideways glance. It's when her pupils dilate, and she gives you a sidelong glance. If you tend to maintain weak eye contact, as many guys do, you might be missing out on half of the nonverbal signals women emit. Signals like dilated pupils or a quick sideways glance, both subtle but revealing, indicate that whatever you're doing is working perfectly. Pupils, the windows to the soul, can offer a direct look into a person's emotional world. Pupil dilation is an automatic response of the autonomic nervous system and is often related to emotion and interest. If a woman's pupils dilate in your presence, it's a strong indicator that something in the interaction is sparking excitement or attraction. The sideways glance, on the other hand, is a more subtle yet equally revealing gesture. If she gives you a sidelong glance, she may be discreetly evaluating the situation or expressing a form of flirtation. It's a quick movement, but its meaning is potent. She's consciously directing her gaze toward you, even if fleetingly. Now let's go to signal number 2. An especially revealing sign of interest is when a woman shows you her neck. In these moments, when flirtation instinct takes over, one of the clearest signs that a woman is interested in you is when she presents, and trusts you with, one of the most vulnerable parts of her body, her neck. The neck is an especially vulnerable and sensitive area, and exposing it can be interpreted as an act of trust and emotional openness. In the animal kingdom, showing the neck is a sign that they feel safe and confident in the presence of others. In the human context, this gesture takes on a similar meaning. When a woman emphasizes her neck, by sweeping her hair to the side or tilting her head, she's sending a message of vulnerability and trust. She's indicating that she feels comfortable and secure around you, which is a strong indicator of deeper interest. Remember to stay until the end to reveal the non-verbal signal that she's absolutely not interested at all. But for now, let's go to signal number 1. One of the most revealing signs that you've moved to the next level with a woman is when she intensifies physical contact with intention. This gesture can manifest in various ways, from placing her hand on yours to brushing her leg against yours or even hugging your arm if she feels cold. How she does it depends on her personal style, but essentially, she's communicating that you no longer need to make much effort to capture her attention. Intentional physical contact is a clear expression of comfort, attraction, and emotional openness. When a woman decides to touch with intention, she's breaking through physical barriers and communicating a deeper level of connection. This gesture can be an indicator that she feels close enough to allow greater intimacy. Whether she places her hand on yours, brushes your leg with hers, hugs you for warmth, or leans on your shoulder, each of these acts has its own silent language. She's sharing her physical space with you in a way that goes beyond casual friendship. Now, the signal you need to see to realize she definitely wants nothing to do with you is a non-verbal signal that should always be an immediate red flag: crossed arms. When a woman crosses her arms in front of you, she may be saying many things, none of which are good for you. Not only do crossed arms signify a general disinterest in you or what you're saying, but in some cases, it could even be a way of protecting herself for no other reason than you simply make her uncomfortable. In fact, the best case scenario if you see her crossing her arms is that she's cold. Which, when you think about it, isn't great news either. The conclusion is this: if you see her crossing her arms, you may have already passed the point of no return, and it might be better to turn the page. Well, friends, those are the 11 powerful body language signals that show she likes you and one that you never want to see. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let us know, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click and subscribe. And while you're here, why not check out these other powerful videos? Thank you for watching.